Sorry guys, starting this all over again. What a day. Alright, trying this live again. Hope you guys are having a better day than me. I deleted the other videos so that way I can start over. And I'm waiting. I know it takes y'all a while to get notifications. I see we got one watching. Hope you guys have a better day than me. I've been trying to clean the house today. Getting everything situated. Hey, Ida. It is, Ida. I mean, it was an accident, but, you know, accidents happen. And, a while ago, hubby come here telling me they were all wanting to come here and stay the night. We don't have the room for all of them. I'm sad to say. But I'm exhausted. Trying to get stuff ready. And I'm like, you know, I only cooked enough supper for us. I didn't know everybody wanted to come here. I can't feed all them people. I wish I could, but I'm just stressed. I thought by getting on here and talk to you guys, maybe I can kind of calm myself down some. I just overdone it today. I got the whole house cleaned except this office. That's all I need to do now. And then I'll be done. But I'm like, they should have gave us a heads up instead of last minute. But they're all still at the hospital because they're not going to take him off life support until in the morning after they get that other test back. Because he is an organ donor. So, but it's sad. I mean, especially 14 years old. Hey, Dylan. Thanks, Ida. But I'm just at my wit's end right now. I mean, I'm just tired. And it seems like, you know, things happen one right after another. And hubby's taking it hard. Because, you know, it makes you think that, you know, it can happen to anybody. And it's true. But I just want to keep my mind off of things. Kind of calm myself down, relax for a while before I start this office. Because I have been working today. I have swept, I've mopped, I've dusted, I have thrown stuff away, cleaned my refrigerator out again, got the kitchen all cleaned up, dishes in the dishwasher going now, clothes, I done got them washed, got clothes in the dryer, got another load that's being washed now, and bedroom's cleaned, bathroom's cleaned. I'm like, I'm just tired. But I like to know things ahead of time. Because, you know, you hate it when you take in, you don't know anything, you know, until the last minute. And your house is only so big. But maybe they're going to stay with his mom and dad over here. Because they do have 2 extra bedrooms. They have the whole upstairs. Thanks, Dylan. I done steaks tonight. Well, I had gotten 3 steaks, and I decided to do them in the oven. It was better. People still calling, wanting to come here. Because I got some of them that are sick, and I can't be around them. Because I sure don't need it. But I did. I cooked the steaks in the oven with potatoes and onions. Hey, Farmall. And I fixed the greens and some biscuits, and I was like, that's enough. And we got another member too, guys, that needs prayers. She's in a lot of pain, Debbie. Deborah Medea, I think is her name. Let me make sure I say that right. Debbie Madeira, Maderia. So please pray for her too. She's in a lot of pain. I got that message today too. So, and I hadn't heard from Sharon, so I don't know how she's doing with you know, the smokes and stuff that she's had to handle over there. And Dylan, I hadn't heard from Jean. So I don't know how she's doing. Oh, okay. It was quick and simple. Everything done quick. But I thought I'd do y'all a video and show y'all a quicker way. I know my live chat I was doing a while ago, I had to stop, and Dylan was trying to talk to some of the people that was in the chat, and I was like, I had to stop the chat so that I could find out what in the world is going on and take care of that. But from my understanding, yes, Ida, but the best way to do the steaks is to marinate those steaks overnight. It makes them more tender. They are tender, but they're not as tender as they could be. Yeah, me too, Dylan. But to me, they still tender, but they're, you know, if you really want them to be really, really tender, marinate the steaks overnight and then put them, do them the same way I did. But my steaks were still froze. I stuck them in the liquid smoke and added my ranch dressing and onions and potatoes. Covered it with tin foil. And I mean, you can still cut the steaks, but they're more tender if you, hey Joshua, it's more juicy if you take and you marinate them. But they wasn't dry, they was still moist. But it's kind of a quick way of fixing steaks, even though hubby likes his where you poke the holes in it and you pour the A1 steak sauce on them and marinate them overnight and then take them out and put a little butter and fry them. That's the way hubby likes his. He likes his where they're still a little pink, not much. But those had, I didn't know, but those had a lot of fat. I didn't like that. But I thought I'd just do a little live chat with you guys just to kind of keep my mind off things. Because I don't like when something like that happens, especially to a kid. I've heard that too, Ida, and I tried that. But the only way I could really get them to where they would really, you know, basically fall apart. My sister-in-law's nephew, the one that got shot in the head yesterday, passed away. Well, they got him on life support. They're taking the life support off in the morning. Because they done a test and they said he was brain dead, so it's crazy. Lick that like button. I needed that, Sabo. I don't either, Dylan. I don't know where they're at. But, I mean, this is a live, unexpected. I mean, because I was getting messages wanting to know, you know, how he was doing. I mean, it's crazy. It is, Sabo. His dad and him, they were shooting guns earlier yesterday. and his dad had just got through cleaning the gun, put it on the counter, and the gun went off. And it shot him. But the police came and they said that the gun was, the trigger was very sensitive. And I think they kind of knew that, but, you know, you don't lay a loaded gun on a counter, you know. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, 14 years old, the boy didn't even get to, you know, live his life. But they donating his organs, and they're taking him off the life support in the morning. Because the test did show he was brain dead. But he stays every other weekend with his dad. Most time he's with his grandmother and grandfather, which they were at the hospital last night and been there all day. And they still there. But you know how it is, you know. I mean, I understand accidents happen, but you don't leave a loaded gun out, you know. I just don't understand it. Thanks, Mama Jones. Because, I mean, the police investigated it. Because I didn't know, you know, we didn't know what had happened. And I'm like 14 years old. And then tonight, this evening on the TV, there was a 25-year-old lady. She, they said that she had got robbed in her home. And they said that the neighbors heard gunshots and they found her on her back porch. She was trying to get away. And I'm like, you know, it's sad. If it's not kids being in the yard and playing, you know, and people going by, drive-by shooting them, you know, it's stupid. Kids can't get out in the yard and be kids. I know. Yeah. And the bad part is his dad is going to have to live with that, you know. They said he was on the telephone with someone and he laid the gun down on the counter. I'm like, you got a kid in the house. Why would you lay a loaded gun on a counter? You know, that's me. I mean, but his dad has to live with it, which I know it's gonna be hard on him, you know. But I'm just tired of hearing about gun violence. It's gotten so bad. And I mean, it breaks your heart every time you hear of someone getting shot. Amen, Mama Jones. I want it back to where, when I was coming up, you know, kids could be kids without having to worry about someone kidnapping you or somebody shooting you. I mean, kids can't be kids anymore. But I mean, my husband, he has guns. I mean, I have a gun. But, you know, when you have kids in the home, put them things up. You know, that's the way I feel. Because when my grandbabies come, our guns are put up, you know. They're not anywhere where the kids can get them. It is. I mean, I gotten to where I don't even want to hear what's going on TV. I mean, it's just one thing after another. And we need to pray for everybody that's in Hawaii. They got a hurricane coming. And the way they talk to y'all, it's going to be bad. But, you know, the world has changed so much till you really don't know what's going on anymore. It's just changed. Sad thing to say, but it has. It's changed. Need more love in the world than hate. Because when we found out about it last night, it was hard. And then we get a phone call today saying that the test came back, you know. It's crazy. Which we were hoping, you know, that he was going to be okay. He was going to be okay. But it's crazy. Got that right, Mama Jones. I mean, now hubby has, well, mine has a lock on it. And which, you know, I keep mine loaded, because you never know. Even though we got, you know, a security alarm, okay, too much has happened in our neighborhood here, and you need protection. You know, it's not like as if I take mine out, you know, out of my home. I don't do that. I got my gun, you know. Now, I have taken it out of my home. I took it to my mom's. But, that's because the trouble my mom and them was having next door with the neighbors. Them folks, they fight every night. They used to fight out there in the yard, and they would go crazy. Hey, Sherry. You know, nowadays, it's not safe. I mean, just a few months ago, there was a girl stopped at the red light. She got shot right there. And it's sad. I mean, but like I told hubby, you know, the child's in a better place, you know, but my heart still, you know, is broke that, you know, he's not here. Yeah, Sherry, you licking that button? That's what Sabo says, lick it. But I'm like this, the hate needs to stop, you know, because it's gotten too much, just way too much. Because you never know, you know, you go to a theater, you're scared. Okay, Dylan. Because you go in there and watch a movie, you never know when someone's going to come in and start shooting. You know, and hey, still blue body. But, you know, you can't take and, you know, be scared and not go anywhere, you know. It's just, it's a hard thing. But let's change the subject for a while. Amen, Mama Jones. If the babies aren't stolen, they getting shot, or babies having babies. Amen. I was like, you know, my kids, you know, yeah, I had boys, but, you know, I knew where my boys were, and they knew if they done something wrong, they gonna get their butt whooped. And they wouldn't be going anywhere. But I had to know where they were at all times. And if I called and they didn't answer, they know I came looking for them. And I mean, all the kids, they like me, you know. They always said that you got a cool mom. Well, why was I a cool mom? Because I was right there making sure I know where my kids are. Hey, Mike. You know, because I didn't want my kids in trouble. And my kids knew, you know, you do something wrong, you gonna pay the consequences. But I mean, all the kids used to come to our house, and, you know, the kids would hang out in the backyard or playing video games or something. But, you know, they wasn't out here with no guns. Thanks, Steel Blue Body. I really appreciate it. But it's, you know, nowadays you have to watch where your children are. Because you never know. They go to someone's house, you really don't know how those parents are. It's kind of coming back now on top thick, but the back is still thin. I've been using that shampoo my sister told me to use, and it seems like it's growing quicker. You got that right. I stayed on mine, like, you know. And if they went to someone's house and they showed their tail, they got in trouble. And mine, they knew to say yes ma'am and no ma'am. You know, I raised mine where they had manners. And they were raised with respect. You respect your elderly. You do not talk back to them. Because now, if I'd have talked back to my mama would have slapped the living stew out of me. You don't do that. But, I mean, nowadays you just have to keep a close eye on your kids. Amen to that, Mama Jones. Thanks, Steel Blue. But my hair it's coming back. Especially where I had the bald spots in my head. Because, I mean, it all came out. But the back is really thin. But the top is coming in thick. So I said, well, it's going to come back. But next month I'll have my surgery, have that over with. And so if y'all don't see me on here, guys, y'all know I'm still healing. So don't worry. But I still try to watch everybody's videos and keep up with you. Because y'all know I love y'all. And some people don't understand when I call you family. I call you family because you guys have always been here for me. And the new subscribers that we have, you know, I want us all to, you know, get to know each other, you know. That's one reason I done my YouTube channel. So that we can all just kind of, you know, keep in touch with each other. Here at home. When you, Sherry, when you're on a tight budget. Girl, I'm staying home. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to celebrate my birthday on here live with you guys. That's the reason I said y'all send me a birthday card. I'll read it online. I'll show you a card. That way we'll have something to do on my birthday. I know the 24th, I got my aunt, my uncle, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and my brother-in-law. They're all coming. The 28th, Mike. Heidi. Hey girl, how you doing? But it's August the 28th. It's around the corner. God, I'm getting old. My gray hairs is showing. But y'all make sure, guys, y'all show some love in the chat. Yes, girl. A very tight budget. And you try to, you know, stick to it and hope and pray nothing goes kapooey in the house. Sherry, I wish I was young. Girl, I'm just going to be 49 years old. That's old. Everybody tell Harrington hello. Yeah. Everybody's like, girl, you need a post office box. I got a video up. I'll put it in the live chat in comments on here when we get through. So that way you'll have it.
Time Daddy died.
Oh Lord. Well, we just had another death in the family. Harrington, do you have a channel? Sherry says she's 62. Mike says she's 77 in December. Wow. Our pastor's wife's dad just passed away. She's like family. Told y'all guys. Very bad day. He was in bad health. And he was getting better. And now I had to handle that. Thanks, guys. 2 losses in one day, you might as well say it's just not a good day. Thanks, Harrington. Is that Lisa or Liz? Yeah, everybody says it comes in threes. Dear God, please, I don't need any more. Hey, Missy. Well, now we've got 2 family members that's done passed, you might as well say. Just today is just a rough day. I'm alright, Missy. It's just way too much going on, and that's the reason I come in here to kind of, you know, keep my mind off things. But I talked to my mom earlier, and she said Dad was doing fine. Thanks, Steel Blue. I really appreciate it. And guys, if y'all haven't checked out Steel Blue Body, check him out. Maybe next time, Steel Blue, it'll be a better chat instead of sad. But I really appreciate it. But yeah, it's true, Sherry, that it comes in threes. Everybody tells Steel Blue Body good night. My chat is slow, guys, so I'm sorry. Thanks, Mike. But I hate when they say it comes in threes. I mean, we found out about the preacher's dad. We found about that earlier today. Hey, Terry. How you doing, Terry? But I hate that, you know, it's not a better chat. Well, my sister-in-law's nephew, 14 years old, got shot yesterday. And they found out today that he was brain dead, and they're gonna take him off of life support in the morning. But they are donating his organs. So, you know. And then we just found out a few minutes ago that our pastor's wife's father just passed away. So it's just one thing after another. Yeah, they said the gun went off. Said it was an accident. He had just cleaned the gun, loaded the gun, set it on the counter, and he was talking on the phone, and the gun went off. 14 years old. It is, Missy. That, even though he was 14 years old, he always said, you know, if something ever happened to him, he was going to donate his organs to help someone else. Which they're fulfilling what he wanted. But it's just hard, you know, 14 years old. It's hard to believe that he's gone. But we can say this much, you know, he's in a better place. I'm looking at the bright side. And then a little while earlier, I get a text message on my phone. They said, Terry, that the gun, it was a very sensitive trigger. It had some kind of malfunction on that gun or something. But the police said that, you know, the trigger was very sensitive. You blow hard on it, it would go off. I'm like, why have it loaded? You know, that's the way I felt. Why have a gun loaded with a kid in the house? You know, still, why would you do that? That's just the way I feel. But the police did investigate, and they said the gun did, you know, it was very sensitive. I don't understand it, to be honest. I don't. But he has to pay the consequences, you know. He set the gun down, the gun goes off. He's got to live with that, you know. That I feel sad for him, you know, that it happened that way. But I'm like this, you know, God does let things happen for reasons. We might not understand them or agree with them, but we all learn from them. That's the way I look at it. No, the dad claimed it. They had been shooting guns earlier, is what I was told. Hey, Denise. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And all I know is they said that they were shooting guns earlier. His dad, and his name was Christopher. And that night, his dad was cleaning the gun, and he loaded the gun back up. He was going to put it, I guess, wherever he puts the gun. And he laid it on the counter because he was talking to somebody on the phone. And when he laid the gun down, they said the gun went off. That's all I know. Thank you, Denise. I really appreciate it. I know, you know, I'm like this, you know, why have a gun in your home if it's something wrong with the trigger? You know, that's the way I feel. Yeah, they said he's taking it really hard. I really appreciate it, Denise. Hey, Jean, how are you doing? But, I mean, to me, and like my husband said, you know, why have a gun in your home if there's something wrong with it? That's the way I feel. Thanks, Denise. It's sad. When I found out about it last night, when it happened, we were all kind of, you know, praying, and me trying to get everybody to pray. It hurts. And, you know, we all understand accidents happen. But, I hate it because, you know, he's 14 years old. And he didn't get to live his whole life, you know. But I'm like this. You know, God lets things happen for a reason, is the way I feel. I don't know, Terry. He said that he always kept a loaded gun. Okay. Well, I have a loaded gun. Hubby has a loaded gun. And the reason we do is because we've had so many break-ins around here. People coming in our backyards. But we have a safety on ours and also a lock. on ours, you know. And my husband's other guns, we keep those things locked up in a gun cabinet. Thank you, Denise. I mean, it's really going to be hard for his, you know, him to live knowing that, you know, that gun went off. And him seeing it, you know it's going to bother him. I mean, nowadays you have to have some kind of protection. I understand that. But, you know, when you have children in your home, they do need to be put up. I mean, when our grandbabies come, those things are put up, okay? Because I'm not taking any kind of chances of girls thinking, you know, they're play guns. But it's hard. That's the way we are, Denise. You know, even though we have, you know, alarm system, you know, the alarm system might not protect us, you know. Thanks, Jean. I really appreciate it. Okay, Sherry. Love you, girl. Well, we don't put them in the attic, but I mean, we put them up. Hey, Sherry and Ricky Vlogs. You know, they're locked up, and the grandbabies can't get them. But I mean, it's crazy. It's really hard, Denise. Kind of shocked in a way, and then, you know, sad because he's a kid. It's hard. But I think we're going to be going to my mom's for the funeral. We'll be staying with my mom. It is. Because that way the kids can't get them. Thanks, Sherry. I really appreciate it, girl. It's just something that happened, you know, and sad to say that it's an experience that, you know, he'll have to learn by. And it's crazy. But I'm like this, though, you know. Only God knows why it happens. That's all I know. And then we'll be going to another funeral, since we done found out about it a while ago. Our preacher's wife's father passed away. And he was very close to my husband and my husband's family. And it's like one thing after another. Thanks, Missy. I really appreciate it, girl. But I did. I thought, you know, I'd get on here and kind of explain what happened, what was going on, and kind of let people know that, you know, if you have a gun in your home and if it's loaded, you know, please, you know, put the guns up, put them on lock, put safeties on those suckers, you know, and if something's wrong with them, get rid of them. Don't keep them. Thanks, Sherry and Ricky. I really appreciate it. But that's the way I feel. I mean, why have something in your home if something's wrong with it? But they said it was the gun. The gun was messed up. But I mean, he had just cleaned it. I'm like, but they said the trigger, you could just barely blow hard on it and it will go off. I'm like, well, why have it in the home? That's the way I feel. But guys, anybody in the chat that has a channel, please check them out, show them some support, because that's what we need to do. We need to help support other channels. And I don't use the other word, because YouTube will get us, they don't like it. They'll give us a strike, so we can't say that word. We can only say support or show some love. But I'm just tired, guys. I really am. You ever been so tired till you really just don't feel like going to bed? Because you know if you do, you're not going to go to sleep. You're just going to lay there. That's the way I feel. And last night it was like tossing and turning. Because, you know, my mind was still thinking about him. You know, praying that he would be okay. Yes, Terry. He was. Yes, he was. And that's what they said. They said, from my understanding, the left side. I just couldn't go in and see him. I mean, you kind of want to remember them the way they were. I mean, well, from what they said, that when he got shot, okay, they said that the oxygen, they kept the oxygen going. It was like, I think they said 12 breaths per minute or something. And they said that he wasn't fully brain dead until this morning. But they still have him on life support. But they're taking the life support off in the morning. And they already signed the papers, so from what I was told, they said the organs were still good. So that's all I know. I would actually think the same thing, Terry. But that's all I know. And all I know is they said that the gun was a 9mm. That's what they said. Yeah. But from what they told us, that the heart and stuff, you know, is still donatable, so they will handle that in the morning. Because they already done got the paper signed, so it's sad. But, you know, maybe this happened for a reason, you know. Maybe someone out there that needed an organ, and this happened to save several other people, you know. I really don't know. But, I mean, it gets you to thinking, you know, The dad is at the hospital, and he is taking it hard. Very hard. And from what I'm told, the mother is not in the picture. That's all I know. Sad to say, but I did, guys. I thought I'd come in here and just chat with you guys for a little while, keep my mind off things. That's true, Sherry and Ricky. That is so true. I mean, God lets things happen for a reason. Even though we don't understand what the reasons are, you know. And, we just still have to, you know, move on and accept things as they happen. Sad to say. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, you can say he was very close. Well, he is here. He's not actually kin to me, but we consider him part of our family, because my brother-in-law, which is my husband's brother, it's his wife's nephew, his sister's baby, his kid. So, but I mean, we're also close with her family, you know, because my husband's family was basically, you know, the kids were all raised up together around her family. So, I mean, you know, they're really close. But when this happened, you know, it hurt, you know, to think what happened, you know. And it kind of shows us that, you know, anything can happen unexpectedly. I mean, my brain was all over the place. I was like, you know, what happened? You know, how did this happen? And then we was told that he was telling the police 3 different stories. And then they said that it was an accident. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just telling you what I know. And what they're telling the rest of the family. But I mean, the police had to, you know, investigate, which they had him there. He didn't get, they kept him at the police department till 1 o'clock today, I think. And then they let him go, and he came straight here to the hospital. Because, you know, they had to make sure that there was no foul play in it. But, I mean, they said that he was drinking Dr. Pepper and vodka together. So I don't know. I mean, seriously. Why would you be drinking around your child anyway? But that's not my place to say anything, so I'm not. I mean, hubby was in the same, he was thinking the same thing I was, you know. We were like, why would they keep him so long? But then the guy from the sheriff's department said, you know, they have to do a thorough investigation and make sure that that's actually what happened. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel my heart's broken because, you know, I wasn't expecting anything like that. Which, it's crazy. But I guess, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna get off of here and go get me a shower and see if I can kind of relax and rest, and then clean my office in the morning and get that done, because everything else is done except my office. Hubby says just shut the door, don't let nobody in there. I'm like, no, I'm keeping the door open. My office is going to be clean. Things are going to be put away. No. And guys, I still had some videos that I have not loaded yet for y'all. I have got three DIYs I hadn't posted yet for y'all. Thanks, Sherry and Ricky. I really appreciate it. And guys, I really appreciate all the prayers. But I kind of wanted to come on here and let you guys know what was going on. And then, I'm sorry y'all had to hear the other death in the family while we're live. But it just shows that things do happen in life. Alright, guys, I love you all, and I'm trying to remember who wanted my address. I'll make sure that I put my address in here. I guess I'll put my address now. Well, I'll put it in comments over there. No, I gotta get them done. I gotta get them edited and posted, because some of them I gotta take out. Alright, guys, I love y'all, and God bless you all, and I will put my address in the comments on this video. It won't be in the live part, it'll be in the other part. It is, Jean. I think that kind of helped me kind of handle things a little bit more. You want my address too? Well, here, let me put it here. I'll put it in comments. Here in this section. Oops. Hope y'all see that.